Hi everyone, in today's video number 3 of hood, side panel, and valance, I'm going to take a lot of Greg's suggestions and implement them, like evening out the edges of the hood, getting those side panels mounted, and trying to figure out a little bit of what's going on with the gaps and kind of go through this procedure of finalizing stuff. And I'm a little on edge about it, but I'm just going to do whatever I can do. And if I hit a wall, I hit a wall. So let's hop over and check it out. So this side's looking pretty good. I got the hood evened out a little bit more. And there's a pretty consistent gap going across. And I don't know how, but maybe a little rubber gasket in that bottom crack there could raise this up a hair, or the paint's going to fill it all. So so that looks pretty good. I will verify with Greg. The other side's not going to match up as even as the other side. The other side's looking great, but this side is just not going to match up as well. So we're going to have to figure out what that is like and see what happens. The other thing I wanted to show you is how much modification. So originally, when you get this in, this area is like out to here, and so you got to shave this down. Then there's a whole area here that comes up. We just took that off because there's no way that that hood is going to fit against that. So that's gone. We shaved this down to a few different cuts. Took this out for the brake line. Took out this whole corner. And of course this whole radius. And then you could see some notches up here. So there's a lot of micro stuff. Oh, and we also shaved this off so it wasn't interacting with the that area right there with the bolt. So I'll probably massage that stuff in a little bit more later, but for the most part we got it to where, you know, it's not hitting. So like for instance, this part here is for that whole area there, and it was kind of ramming into the actual radiator. And so there's definitely a bunch of modifications to do before you pop this stuff on, and that's why this was so difficult, is there's so many different places it could get hung up. And there'd be times where with two of us, you know, we're like, oh, this is fitting perfect, and then we go do a little modification, which of course is taking more away, and then we come back and we're like, well, that should be better, but for some reason it's not coming back, and we couldn't figure out why, and then all of a sudden bam, it just pops into place, and you're like, huh, not sure where that was hung up, but okay, move on. So it's a little tricky. In fact, this is probably the most trickiest out of the whole car at this point. I'd say that, and the doors, of course. So I wanted to give you a comparison with the original panel untrimmed. The top is trimmed a little bit. I did that initial 3/4 inch where it used to be out here, but you could see that there's all these extra pieces. You can see that that's fully in there. No modification for the brake line. Some of this is not necessarily trimmed. No trimming back here. And you can also see that there's like a curve to the lip, and that's actually true across the whole bottom. So you kind of have to, you know, if that's interfering, you have to trim that off. And then here's the initial, it's kind of hard to see with the black, but that's supposed to go under the hood, and the hood's so tight there's no way for that to go under the hood, so we just trim that off. But that just gives you an idea of how many nuances. Of course, trim that area off here too. So it just gives you an idea of all the different things that you have to do to get this fitted. Till next time, have a great day.